Welcome to the Sabrina Marie Show. I'm super excited to be here today. Today I have a new guest and I am honored that she is sitting next to me. Let me introduce you to her. Let me give you a little bit of information about who she is. Her name is Rosalinda Rivera. She's a co-pastor at New Life Outreach Church in Richmond, Virginia, executive director of the Mercy House Home for Women, successful author, an anointed speaker, and the head of Bella Women's Ministry, a women's movement created to empower women to be all that God created them to be. She's also a successful entrepreneur, plus she's a wife and a mother of 3. I want to welcome Rosalinda Rivera.
Thank you, Sabrina. I'm so glad to be here with you today.
I'm excited to be here with you too, and I am super honored. And after reading off her resume, her bio, oh my God, you have so much going on. I don't even know how you do it. I know that is a lot of work. So you are a co-pastor. Tell me a little bit about that.
I am. I'm a co-pastor with my dad, actually, and my husband. And so we're in ministry together, and that is a full-time job because today a pastor has to be a psychiatrist, a lawyer, a doctor, everything. But you know, I love it. I love the Lord. I love serving God, but I love reaching people.
That is amazing. And just to have that calling on your life and to be consistent with it, that's a lot of work. There's a lot of energy that people pull on you too. So I know that is amazing. Now, you have a women's home ministry?
We do. So our ministry, Sabrina, started really with my dad's story. You know, he was in gangs and drugs. At the age of 12, he joined a gang.
Wow.
At the age of 14, he became a heroin addict. But I had a grandmother that prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed. Our family came from Puerto Rico to the mainland. It's still America, but they were looking for a dream, and it turned into a nightmare. And so as his life kind of spiraled down, he came to know the Lord. And it changed everything. And so our ministry today was birthed because of him coming to the Lord and finding out that God had a hope and a purpose. So our women's home, we actually have a women's home and a men's home, and we have 100 beds for men and women in addiction. So for free, they live there, and we house them, we clothe them, we feed them, and it's awesome. I love to see their lives just completely change.
Oh, wow. That's amazing in itself. Did you hear that, guys? She has a ministry for people with addictions.
Yeah, addiction.
And they house them. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's a wonderful job. Now, tell us a little bit about the Bella Ministry.
Okay, so
because I've been seeing the Bella Ministry, and I would just say, I didn't get a personal invitation yet.
Oh my gosh!
Because I like the Bella Ministry that I've been seeing. Tell me a little bit more about that.
You know, Sabrina, being in ministry, being around people for so long, and then, as an author, I would go out to conferences, I'm speaking, but then I would come back home, and I'm like, who do I go to lunch with? Who do I get to text to be a friend to go to Panera? So, it's like so many times I would be going down our local street, and I was like, gosh, I really need a girlfriend because you're pouring out and pouring out. So I was like, okay, what is every good Christian girl? I'm going to start a Bible study. So we bought this Bible study. We started watching at my house, 6 of my friends and 2 of their daughters, 2 teenage daughters. And then we were so distracted. We're like, okay, let's move it to the kitchen. Like, we couldn't stay on track with this Bible study. So we started cooking and started sharing. And it was like, wow, you've been through that. I've been through that.
So it's a different type of ministry. It's just
totally different. But from there, those 6 girls and the 2 daughters, I say 8 people, it got a little crowded for the house. They started sharing with other people. They started inviting. And then it just grew. It grew to 100, then 200, then 300, then 400, 500, and this year we actually had our women's conference set for 700 women, but because of the pandemic we had to delay it, but we're still going to do it. So right now I just do an online Bible study. I didn't think anybody was going to jump on the other night. 130 women jumped on.
Wow.
And I love it. It's different. It's not like, like old school women's ministry.
Right, because, when I'm thinking of like a women's ministry, I'm thinking about, a group of women getting together.
Washing feet, praying, crying.
Yeah.
No, this is fun. It's totally fun.
So this sounds something like I'm definitely interested in. I'm definitely interested in.
Yes.
That is amazing. Now, I see that you wrote a book.
Yes.
One book?
So I have 5.
Oh.
So.
I only have 2. And I said I was done after the second one.
I didn't ever think I would get the 1, but I think once you get it, like you have 2, it's like you finally cross over that dream, and then you realize that God just has so much in you to come out.
Oh my goodness. So tell us about your latest book. I want to know a little bit.
My latest book, I brought him here because I want to give some away,
Ooh.
And so this one is, y'all are going to think I'm crazy when you hear the title, but it's called The Seductive Slayers of Success.
Ooh.
And so, it's a little like...
Seductive Slayers of Success.
And let me tell you what it's about. So there are so many things that we fall prey to. So many times women, just like Eve back in the garden, there's just things that distract us. So maybe you had a dream. Maybe you wanted to write a book. Maybe you had a business venture. But one more thing distracts you. So it's a funny book. I'm a comedian. I know you know my husband for many years. I'm not like a professional comedian, but I just like shoot from the hip. And so in the book, I talk about things that we need to do. And if we could put them in order, everything else will flow. So there's stuff in here like get off the hamster wheel, stop hitting the snooze button, stop fronting your finances. I talked to single women in there. I said, put the frog down, stop kissing toads. They were born a frog, they're going to die a frog.
Ooh.
And so then I talked to the married women that haven't even been to Victoria's Secrets in a decade and wonder why their marriage is falling apart. And you could still be married, and you could be hot, and your marriage could be amazing. So it's just like, it's all in there.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. You really took out the time to do that. Can you show my audience the cover of the book? It is gorgeous. And you said that you brought us some books to be able to give to my audience.
I did, because Sabrina, I know you are a businesswoman. You are, I've known you for years. I've gotten to know you. My husband knows you so much better. But to be a woman in this day that is like going after your vision, going after your dreams. Even through the economy, I've known you through that, through a pandemic. It's like you're still pressing forward, and that's my heart for women. So what we want to do is, I have brought 3 of them here, and so I'm going to autograph them, and we're going to send them out. So what I want you to do is I want you to tag her show, and you guys go follow her on Instagram, but you got to tag 3 friends. On Facebook. You're on Facebook, Instagram, and of course our YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
You got it amazing. I watch her program. So make sure that you tag 3 friends, okay, and share her program. You got to follow me on Instagram, and then we're going to mail this out to you. So we're going to put it in your hands. And I brought one last little extra. So if somebody takes it to a whole nother level,
let's take it there.
A whole nother level, you tag 10 friends, tell them about her show, because I want to push her program. I have a bracelet, it's a gold bracelet, it's a bangle, and it says Queen, because you are a queen.
Oh. Look at these special gifts. I was not expecting that. Audience, oh my God, you guys are getting blessed tonight. I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes, and you being a mother, a wife, and 3 children, and you're doing so much. Oh my God, it's amazing. I know how hard it could be because I have 3 as well, and I did continue to work throughout, as they were youth and stuff. So I know that it was difficult, but I love the fact that you press on, and pressing on. And with that being said, I know that we have some business together, I would love to dig on in there. Now, Rosalinda is a lot more experienced than I am. I work with her and her husband. We do entrepreneur work together.
Yes.
And I'm super excited about this business that we've been doing and the endeavors and how it's growing and how it's helping other people. And you guys know I never want to do anything unless it's going to help elevate someone else not only me, but help someone else as well. So I'm super excited about this. Let's talk to them about our new business venture.
I want to do that, Sabrina. I'm so excited about it. You mentioned being a wife. Of course, I have 3 kids. And, you know, it hasn't always been easy. God has been so good and so faithful. But, you know, just to give you a little reason why I jumped into this business venture, you might not know this, but my background is in business, but it was at 17. My family, we couldn't afford to go to college. That's all I wanted was to go to college. And when we didn't have the finances, and being, you know, a Latina family coming in, we didn't even know what FAFSA was. We didn't know any of these, you know, things were available. I went right into business. So at 17, I opened a retail store. And by 21, I owned 3 stores in the local mall.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I started
17 years old.
I was 17. Yes.
17. No excuses. 17 years
yep.
old, you open up your own business, a
yes.
physical store.
A physical store.
This lady opened up a physical store at 17.
You know, I started in a flea market, okay? I got to start somewhere. And then I went to the mall, Chesterfield Mall, and somebody showed me the carts in the middle. I borrowed $600, and my dad said, "You're the only employee. You can't get sick. 84 hours a week." And I stepped in, and the mall loved it. They embraced it, and the business began to grow. But I still had the passion of going back because I had a calling, right? So then I was like, how do I have a call? You know, how can I fund the calling? You know, so that was a long time ago. You know, Carlos was a broker, all this kind of stuff. I'm passionate about helping people, but how can I do it without selling a product or anything like that? And we found this business of trading.
And